I'm embarrassed to admit that I became that woman who abandoned myself so badly in love, even though I was a somatic self-pleasure practitioner teaching other women to connect to their bodies, their pleasure, empowering them in their feminine power and their pleasure. I was still abandoning myself in love, and I didn't even realize it. And it wasn't because the relationship was bad. In fact, it was the most incredible love and intimacy and connection that my soul had been craving. But I didn't realize that, there were things in that relationship that I knew were, even though the love was there, were out of alignment with where I wanted to be in life, what I wanted to do. And I was ignoring that. And eventually my mental health was like, we're going to fucking make you listen some way or another. And it did. And I'm so, so grateful for that. And it's been the most incredible few years of growth and expansion. And what I have come to understand is that essentially someone who was never codependent in relationships, essentially put all my happiness and validation into that relationship. Like, that relationship is where all my happiness and love and everything was tied into, that the very thought of losing that shattered my whole identity, that I thought my world was going to end, because I had put everything into that of me. Like, I had lost me because I hadn't been listening to me, like the little ways in which I was abandoning myself. And what I realized is you've got to get to a point where like on a somatic level, your nervous system knows you are okay with or without him, with or without that relationship. You know that you've got your safety is not tied up in being in that relationship, in having that love. And the only way that you can do this is to be the woman who regulates herself, who is able to stay with herself when you are triggered, when something triggers you. Because when your nervous system is associating him and that relationship with your safety, like everything is tied up in that, without that, it feels like death. Like, it feels like everything is crumbling around you and you don't know how the fuck you're going to survive. That is a sign that of a woman whose nervous system has associated that love and him with your safety. You've got to become that woman, and it's not about the big moments. Like, it's not about the end. Like, to get to that point at the end where you become that woman, like I said, that I became, where, oh my God, I thought my world was going to end and I was sending those embarrassing fucking text messages. It's the lead up before that. You cannot become that woman if you are the whole way a woman who is staying with herself in those little moments when you are triggered every day, in those little moments when your intuition is telling you something is off, something is not in alignment here, and you listen to her, you come back to her. But when you do the work to regulate, the little moments are the moments that matter the most, that accumulate over time and stop you getting to that point of, that's a sign that when you get to that point of your whole world's going to end without him, that you haven't been taking care of yourself along the way. And when I say taking care of yourself, I mean being the woman who stays with herself, who regulates her own nervous system, who knows she's safe regardless. Sure, you may be heartbroken, you may be upset because things are going a different way than you thought, but you've got you. And you will, no matter how incredible the love is, you are prepared to lose him before you ever lose yourself.